Welcome to Session 21, Locating Suspended and Partially Suspended Service Agreements. This course will identify how you can locate these service agreements saved in the MMIS. The service agreement may be saved in a partially suspended status, header status is a T, when there is a combination of approved and suspended lines. It can also be saved in a suspended status. These are placed in the agency's queue when they are saved unless there is a routing edit or another agency's code in the OVR location field on the ASA2 screen. In those cases, the service agreement is placed in the queue of the agency it routed to, lead agency or DHS. You can review the service agreement saved in your agency's queue to determine which line items are still in suspense and which need a status change. I've logged into MMIS and selected prior authorizations from the main menu screen. I am on the key panel screen as shown here. To view all suspended and partially suspended service agreements for your lead agency, I use an I in the action code field, and I bring the cursor to section 2 and place the county or tribal code in the LOC field. When I use the control key, the individual documents appear. Any edits that were posting when the service agreement was saved are shown on the edit line. The F3 key brings up the next document. The F6 key brings you out of the queue. Using the Inquiry Action Code allows you to view the agreements more than once per day. You can print the MMIS screens and edit numbers to research the problems. After reviewing the service agreements in Inquiry, you can then use Change in the Action Code field, which brings up each agreement one at a time in an update mode, allowing you to resolve the edits. Your security group may limit which service agreement types you can make changes when using the Change Action Code. Using the F9 key first could possibly resolve the edits. If an approved line now has edits posting against it, you cannot move past the service agreement with F3 until those edits are corrected. Either resolve the edits or use F6. With the MMIS print screens, you can also enter into any service agreement in the change mode using the authorization number in section 1 of the key panel screen instead of the agency's queue number. If the suspended service agreement was entered and saved by mistake, you cannot delete it. To remove it from the queue, change the header status to a D, place an N in the Send Recipient Letter field, and remove the provider number from all line items. MMIS will now remove the denied service agreement from the queue and no letters will be generated. Unwanted suspended line items on a partially suspended service agreement can also be changed to deny in the same manner. Or the edits can be resolved and the line item changed to approve, which will generate a letter. If the provider needs to know the line item cannot be approved yet because of outstanding edits, you can change the status to penned, so a letter is generated. Changing the suspended line to approved or pen allows you to change the header status to approved and remove the service agreement from your queue. This concludes Session 21. If you have questions or comments on the content of this session, please complete the survey on the Aging training page.